self-taught painter and 2024 MOJA Arts Festival poster artist Demetrius Bing shows his emotions in his art. Today, I talk one-on-one with the artist for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Demetrius Bing, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Yeah, how you doing, Quintin?
I'm doing great, Mr. Bing. And needless to say, this particular interview is sponsored by the law office of Sean Wilson here in Charleston. But Mr. Bing, I know that obviously you've been busy because needless to say, you are a self-taught painter, but you recently became the 2024 MOJA Arts Festival poster artist. So tell me,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bing, how exactly are you crafting your life right now using art?
Well, what I've been doing is through my experience, I always use my experiences in life to create new art pieces. And then it also pulls from past experience and I mix the media with that into a canvas and create stories that I like to put on canvas.
So, Mr. Bing, when you put those stories on canvases, what plays in your mind from an artistic standpoint?
Like I feel recently what I've done, I put my baby picture as my background on my phone. And I'm like 4 years old sitting there like on some blocks with the ABCs. And I'm just looking at him, letting him know like, hey, you're 33 now. Everything's okay. Life got better. It wasn't as bad. It was a struggle, but it got better. And you was able to be creative like you used to be as a child. Now you are as a man. Wow. And it's okay. Yeah.
How did your life get better with your art?
So as a man and also as a black man, there's not a lot of spaces for us to release tension, even our traumas, even things that we go through on a daily basis. So what I said, I need to release this besides just working out or just finding other things or just drinking or just being and doing the wrong things at the wrong time all the time and just negative things. I said, let me try art. I used to can draw. But I said, I don't want to draw. I want to like be more expressive with what I have. And what I started doing is buying paintbrushes from like Dollar Tree and like little canvases. And I said, let me just see if I want to stick to this.
Yes, sir.
And I just started painting, and I steadily just kept growing in that. And I got so many little mini canvases. I'm just trying like little $5 canvases, a little dollar canvas, dollar paint. And then after I was like, okay, that looked kind of pretty good. So I was like, I kept growing onto that. And then I started getting on canvases that are as big as a wall now.
Yeah.
Clothes, whatever. I paint on anything now.
Wow. Which one of those canvases, Mr. Bing, describes you the best?
That's a good question. Man, that's really a good question. So I have a canvas it's pretty tall. It's like up to my chin. It's called The Birth of a Rebirth. It's basically it has my name, has all my names, like my Demetrius Bing, my middle name Renard, my name that my family calls me is Demi, and it's basically a burlap bag on it. It's on the left side.
Yes.
And I put the burlap bag on it. It's like a Band-Aid. So I painted on it, but it's like hanging off to let you know like how rugged I felt, how rugged my emotions was. But also I put a C to be incorporated because I know one day I'll be taken serious as a famous artist one day. That's what I believe.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's happening actually now, in my opinion. But let me ask you this, Mr. Bing. Oh yeah. With your art.
Appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. With the art that you're creating right now, Mr. Bing, what other emotions have been triggered because of the art that you have actually created?
That's a really good question. A lot of things that I thought I was done with, like what I like, even like the trauma of like basically facing the fact that I was like, okay, when I was 6 years old, when I was molested, and realizing that I wasn't over it. So when I started painting like angry things, like sad things, and like those emotions of feeling being taken advantage of and not knowing because I was young, and I just released all that on canvas. So a lot of these, I'll say it like this: the funniest thing, people see beautiful pieces of artwork,
Yeah.
but I see a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of anger, a lot of turmoil, things I've been through. But I'm grateful that I'm able to release these so people can appreciate it and also see that men can feel things.
Oh, absolutely. Let me ask you this too, Mr. Bing. You mentioned all of those emotions and obviously the unfortunate event that took
Hmm.
place in your childhood era. When
Hmm.
other people look at your art or purchase your art, how do they relate to your situation?
I think when people purchase my art, they feel a lot of art, and not to discredit anybody that's an artist. A lot of times we have art pieces that don't connect,
Mm,
but I have a lot of raw emotion.
yeah.
Like people feel that I'm authentic from my artwork. People feel that this person's like me, might not experience the same thing, same struggle, but he's been through something. I've been through something. And then a lot of my artwork, I feel, gives people chills because they can say, oh man, he's a human, he's a man, he's feeling his emotions, he's letting his emotions come out. And I think that's what draws people to me and my artwork,
Mm.
the authenticity.
Oh, absolutely. When did your emotions come out in your art?
Okay, so that's a really good question too. I like that. So I started painting at 29. So 4 years ago, I'm 33,
Right.
and I had a problem that I was drinking a lot and just trying to figure out what these emotions. When I said, let me paint how I feel for once, instead of just try to make things that look good. So I started painting like I felt about like breakups, like disappointments in my life. Me and my mom growing up with a single mom. She doing everything. I'm doing everything as a man at a young age, helping her. Um, and I just put that in there. And after that day, I realized I can do this for my life. And I was like, okay, and I can keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, and I just comes out now. It just flows out.
Goes out. Wow. What other emotions are flowing out of your art right now, Mr. Bing?
It's a bittersweet, but also a lot more sweet than what it used to be
Mm.
because I'm being noticed and
Yeah.
appreciated for my work. It's it's very gratifying to feel appreciated for something that you started doing in a one bedroom apartment on the floor,
Mm.
random nights, random days, any time of the day. I just took the time and just started doing it. Any free time I had, I put in art, and that's how it's very gratifying right now. It's almost surreal. It fills me up all over, man. Just thinking about all the people that's really appreciate my work, and like when people buy my work and want to put on their wall and send me the pictures, and like people want merch just to
Yeah.
put on the shirt, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It feels good. It feels good. I can't lie.
Yeah. And I have two questions for you. Obviously, I got to go back a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when they had the MOJA Arts Festival. Obviously, you were the 2004
Hmm.
festival poster artist. So, what got you from being a self taught painter to now the MOJA Arts Festival poster artist?
I mean, one answer I can say is the grace of God of that, because
Mm,
the has to be, because there's so many great artists in Charleston, South Carolina. Period. Just from somebody to see something that I created. My piece is which is called "Sometimes I Cry." That's what
mm,
it's called, and I made it listening to this song by Eric Benet, and the Eric Benet song is called "Sometimes I Cry."
mm.
So I felt the emotion of that song, and I put it on the canvas to express how I felt the same way he felt from that song. But
Mm.
it's still surreal being the 40th. I take it very serious.
Yes, sir.
I'm part of history,
Yes, you are.
like part of history. Like the 40th is like a bookmark right there. Like and I think it's very special for me to be chosen. But I mean, I just been working. I think the reason why, the answer to direct to the question, I think I've been working so hard, and people have been asking me to be in pop ups,
Yeah.
and I go to anything. I'm not too big. I'm not too small. And no venue, nothing I wouldn't go to, and I would spend time there. No matter if there's 10 people versus 100 people, I'm going. I wanted people to see my work because I believed in myself for once. And
Yes.
year after year after year, shop after shop, pop up shop. Then all of a sudden, somebody said, "We want you to be Moja guy, Mr. Moja." That's what they call me now. I, I like it. I like it. I
Yes,
like it.
sir. Me too. Yeah, I really do. I really do. From the time that you started painting to right now, Mr. Bing, what is the biggest
Hmm.
difference in generalities when you think of painting?
Um, in some ways, I look at myself as a painter, but also I look at myself as a performer
Mm.
because a lot of my artwork is performance. Like if people really can watch what I do when I'm in here, like I got my music going, I'm dancing a little bit. I might have me a little drink. Um, got lights on, maybe dark. Maybe something that I felt, and I was like, I need to get this out. And I know this might touch somebody, but it made me feel. I feel that, but I think, yeah, all that really, yeah.
Yeah, and take me to that room where you're actually, creating all of your art. Who is Demetrius Bing and his artist creating all of his art?
Okay. Funniest thing, the room I paint in, I have a 1 bedroom apartment. I do it all in the living room, and I didn't. All I had was a couch when I moved in, and I laid on my couch and slept on my couch day after day. I slept on my couch about 2.5 years till I decided to get a mattress because I was like, if I have an idea come in my head, I can go right to the canvas. I can paint right here. I don't have to go too far of anything. It's right here available. Like I have my paint set over there in the corner. But who I am, I'm I'm just a guy that very appreciative, um, very raw and authentic to who he is, and I try to help people feel when I'm around them, and I hope they feel me, and like I feel them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, as I told you over
Mhm.
the phone the other day, you got to keep up the good work. But for now,
Oh yeah,
artists, yeah, man. But for now,
yeah.
artists, and of course, the 2024 MOJA Arts Festival poster artist, Demetrius Bing, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups. And we want to thank Sean Wilson and his law office for sponsoring this particular interview.
Thank you, man. Hey, man. Have a good night.
Likewise.